Do you have some kind of relationship with Josh other than being a friend?
Yes.
I see that somebody inboxed her from social media a video, a sex tape of her.
A sex tape of her?
Yeah, and that was a year ago.
Miss Jackson, you made yourself identifiable? Come on now. Hey Vixens, Nirali here, and welcome to Nirali.Visuals. And today's visual, we're gonna learn how to be a gaslight girl keep gate boss. Is that what it is? Gaslight girl keep gate boss? I feel like I'm not saying that right. Gaslight gatekeep girl boss. There we go. We're gonna learn how to be a gaslight. I'm not gonna say it again because I'm gonna mess it up. But anyway, this is a masterclass in how to be a cheating ass bitch. So for today's visual, we're gonna be taking a look at couples courts, Mrs. Jackson, the infamous also Miss Jackson. That's who we're gonna be learning from. And you know, for me, I've never seen this video in full length. I've only seen the memes and seen other people's reaction to this. But for me, I want to take a look at myself and see how I can execute and how to be a gaslight girl keep gate boss. Let's get started.
Tell me why you brought your wife to court today.
Well, I brought my wife to court because I believe that she is still cheating, and this is to see if...
I'm sorry, already. This man is making a beat already. She's a cheating, she's deceiving. This is hilarious. Do you see how immediately we can see how distraught he is? Ladies, that's lesson number one. Keep them around long enough, but you keep them around long enough by tormenting them. Mental tormentation. That's how we do this, ladies, okay? She's cheating, she's deceiving. That's how we have to do it, okay?
Ain't nobody else backing us. Don't nobody else support us. Don't nobody else help.
I love the role reversal, Miss Jackson. I really do. I admire it.
Till we get this situation resolved. And if she is cheating, I'm gone.
I'm gone. Hey, the people in the background. So you feel sorry for the man, but not for the woman? And he has the audacity to pull up a photo. Okay, he may have gotten cheated on, but that still doesn't mean or negate the fact that he could still be a manipulator. Why was she cheating on you? That's my question. Why was she cheating on you? What did you do?
And you are holding on to that picture like it's your last hope.
Yeah, it's all I have to like remember. Like,
oh please.
She'll do this to me because she know how valuable family is to me. Like, I was adopted. I ain't had the chance to really.
Okay, so for him to bring up that he's adopted, I feel like he's using that as a tactic to pull on the heartstrings, try to sway the favor in on his side and make her look like the villain because he was adopted. You being adopted doesn't have to do with the fact that, or you know what, let me not say that. Let me say you being adopted and you being married and what goes on in your marriage are two separate things, and those two are not mutually exclusive unless within that marriage you decide to adopt. And well, in that case, then you can commingle the two from your adoption to, you know, adopting a child of your own. But in this case, it's not about adopting, it's about cheating. Someone cheated, and something tells me I feel like he was cheating too, because you know, I don't be giving these men passes. Ain't no forgiveness around here. We don't do that shit. So
your belief in that she's lying and that she's cheating has literally driven you from your home with her.
Gone.
Yes.
In fact, you are not going back. You're done.
No, I'm done. I can't do it no more. Like,
he's finito.
This is a re.
This is a reappearing. I'm telling you, this man, he need to drop a soundtrack, okay? This is a reappearing, a deceit, a cheating. Oh, this man has bars. He got cheated on, but you know, you see, the best music comes from when you are in pain or you got cheated on. And by pain, I mean cheated on. You see, you didn't hear him just now? This is a reappearing. She's a deceit, a cheating. He's gone. Drop the mixtape. I mean, I'm not gonna buy.
I think it's her. That's just what she do. That's her behavior trick. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, she isn't cheating.
This is her behavior trick. This is what you say to your wife.
My wife back, take my kids back, and we gonna be a family.
I mean, fucking like, get him out of my face.
Everything that we built and had for like the last 7 years, like everything that we have, like.
Lesson number one was to keep them long enough, keep them distraught with mental tormentation. Lesson number two, within that mental tormentation, you have to give them hope. You know what I'm saying? Give them hope to where you are or you do cheat in the event of you cheating within your marital or your relationship timeline. Because of that mental tormentation, you give them that hope that you can change, that once everything is right with the world, you guys will be right with the world. out.
You want your family back.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you love this man?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. She loves him, but, he's saying that she cheated on him. I don't know. Could there be love there? Yes. Maybe the love of convenience because she knows that he will always take her back no matter what. Maybe, and something tells me he's not innocent in this game for two because, there's always the story of, she cheated of the, who did it first? Who wants to point the finger first? And if you're the first to point the finger, you're gonna look less guilty. So when the person who you pointed the finger at or your villain tries to pin it on you, they just look like someone who's trying to take the blame off of them and not try to take any accountability. I feel like that's what's going on here. Aside from all the comedy and the memes, I feel like that's what's going on here, because was she a perpetual cheater before you got with her, or did she turn into a perpetual cheater based off of an action that you did, and now this is her reaction? Clock it, gag it. But either way, I'm on Miss Jackson's side, not because I'm doing an eyeshadow look that's very similar to her shirt, but also, and oftentimes, see women often get ostracized and villainized for cheating when really they're cheating as a reaction. My example would be Aaliyah from, I believe, season 5 of Love is Blind, where she confessed or owned up to her cheating to Squidward, her pod date or whatever, what have you, what the term is, and he was like, oh, you're a recent cheater. And then he himself said, well, I cheated once when I was 18 years old, trying to come off as if he's better than her. That's what I feel like is going on here. Do you understand what I'm saying? The woman often gets judged harsher and much more heavily than the male, and I don't like that, and that's why I'm on Miss Jackson's side.
So you are here to get back to the time in that picture.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. You see, that's number 3. When in doubt, cry it out. When in doubt, sob it out. You know what I mean? Sob it out. Napkin. Triangle it up. Your Honor, I just want my family back, and my actions were, selfish, and I come to realize what I've done wrong, and, I understand how the effect it has had on my family. You see, Miss Jackson, wonderful job.
And when they just stick through it with you, you just know that.
Lesson number 4, ladies. Find you a ride or die ass motherfucker. When the times get tough, if you have to sleep in a car, you have to find someone who's gonna be there with you because it can get lonely. And there he is. The times got tough. He stuck it out with her. 7 years. Cheating, financial deficits, kids. You need to find your equally yoked ride or die. Lesson number 4. From Miss Jackson. This is all from Miss Jackson, This is what I'm concluding I'm getting from Miss Jackson. She's teaching me. And she's not teaching me. She's teaching us.
I was coming home from work, and I walked in the house, and the kids run up like, hey, Dad, how you doing? I'm like, where Mom at? Mom in the back with a guy. And then here she come running like a bat out of hell out the bedroom.
This is a lot.
Oh, hey, baby,
This is a lot. This is a lot. Let's break it down. First she said, oh, the kids come up. Hey, Dad, where's Mom? He says, right? Mom's in the back with the dude. Miss Jackson, why did you bring the dude while the kids were around? You didn't know kids have big ass mouths? Come on now. You should know better than that. You didn't know kids snitch? I definitely snitch. Have I? Probably. I probably don't remember. Maybe because I don't know. I wasn't like a snitching ass kid, but you do know kids do tend to run their mouths. They're very unfiltered. So my question to you is, why would you bring a dude? The kids don't know. But what makes you think they're not gonna tell their dad? That's what I want to know. The courts would like to know, Miss Jackson. Anything at all?
I informed him that Josh was there. Nobody climbed out of the...
So Josh is a friend of yours?
Yes, Josh is a friend of mine.
Are you lying, Mr. Jackson? Are you lying? Did you not know that your wife was with company? Are you trying to spin it like your wife was cheating on you and you're some innocent victim? The people would like to know. Inquiring minds would like to know. I would like to know. So he said, let's rewind. He comes home. Mom, oh, Dad, hey, Dad, the kids. Hey, Dad, blah, 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 blah. Where's Mom? Mama's in the back with some guy. Oh, she's in the back with some guy? So all of a sudden, they both jump out of the window of the house? That's crazy because they didn't want to walk past you through the front door.
Do you have some kind of relationship with Josh other than being a friend?
Yes.
Miss Jackson, why would you want to purge yourself? Lesson number 5, ladies. In the court of law, you have to tell the truth. When they ask you a question like this, we have a close relationship. I feel like that would have been a better answer. He's a close friend. But, you know what? Actually, lesson number 5. Scratch the old lesson number 5, new lesson number 5. Own up to it. Own up to your own close relationships with men. I don't know. You gotta own up to it. Honesty is the best policy. There it is. Lesson number 5, honesty is the best policy.
I see that somebody inboxed her from social media a video, a sex tape of her.
A sex tape of her?
Yeah, and that was a year ago. And even after seeing that, man, I still forgave her and tried to and still try to work it out.
How do you know it was her in the sex tape?
She got her name on her booty.
Miss Jackson, you made yourself identifiable? Come on now. Lesson number 6. If you're gonna have a sex tape, don't have any identifiable traces or characteristics on you, Miss Jackson, because if you get caught or if it gets sent to someone, i.e. your husband, now he knows for sure it's you because you have it on your Miss Jackson. So far, 6 lessons, all right? And I'm still blending out this freaking blue.
Miss Jackson, what happened with this sex tape?
Yes, that was me in the sex tape. And yes, that was Josh in the sex tape.
And Josh. And Josh. There it is. I knew there was a reason she was cheating. I was like, she can't be no perpetual lie. Okay, now I know. Ladies, when in doubt, cheat it out. When in doubt, slut it out. You know what? Not really, not too much. I'm not trying to promote prostitution. Thank you very much. You know, if that's your thing, that's your thing. If you're already doing it, you are already doing it. Law don't come for me. Thank you very much. This is satire. Thank you. But I already, like I said in the beginning, I have my suspicions. I already suspected, you know, a lot of women tend to cheat because of satisfaction or because of turmoil, whereas men, they tend to cheat because of selfishness and lust. You know, I fucking knew it.
When I would break my back and try to go to work and try to come home and be with the kids, he would complain that he was doing everything for the kids,
Yeah,
but yet he was not working or providing anything financially.
First of all, you know you're lying. You know you're lying. No, you know you're lying. Because I know you're lying. Because I absolutely do believe what she's saying is true. A lot of women do go through this, not just marriages, relationships in general, where they're doing a lot of work and apparently, you know, their work is not enough for their husband or their spouse or their partner. And they go out and say, you know what? You think I'm not doing enough? Let me go do some more. Ladies, lesson number 7. When your spouse or partner accuses you of not doing enough, you go do more and make his wildest nightmares come true. Go sleep with his brother. And let's go on to the next part of this. So I wasn't what were you doing? Because you can't even name it. You can't even name it.
Mr. Taylor, after you found the sex tape, you all found a way to make your relationship work.
I bet you he has his own tape.
And for something in the past and move on, you move on, right?
Right?
But he'll text some like illicit stuff.
Illicit, what? Illicit? I'm gonna look up that word. 1 second. Illicit? Does he mean explicit? I'm gonna look up that word. Illicit.
Here's the definition of illicit: forbidden by law, rules, or custom.
I think he's using it in the wrong context, but I think he meant explicit, Mr. Jackson.
What did you do to change?
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Trying my hardest and putting my 100% effort into repairing things. But there were things that he did.
Exactly, Miss Jackson. We work hard. Lesson number 8. When things get bad and you are the bad guy, you have to work harder and try to change. There are times where certain actions have to be reviewed. I guess you should say, or one could say, your actions are going to be reviewed. You're going to be on probation for a certain amount of time before you can get forgiven and things can go back to the way they were. That is what Miss Jackson has demonstrated for us, or had already demonstrated and is telling us currently.
Even stupid, ignorant things such as fighting women over him
And getting
such
pregnant with
as
other people's
following,
babies
you know what I'm
during
saying,
the
stalking
process.
him,
Okay,
and
so was I
supposed to
checking
thought
social
that you was for me
media
if you get
accounts and
pregnant with
stuff
other
like
people's
that.
Miss Jackson.
Okay, so he said getting pregnant for other dudes' babies. I'm telling you, he has the mixtape right at the tip of his tongue. This is a cheating, a repeating, a deceiting. I did it for more your actions. Come on, mixtape.
Do not make me throw you out of here.
Look how distraught he's. he can't even hold himself up. He's in honor of Miss Jackson, I am wearing gray, like his suit. Is his suit gray? Don't know, but I'm wearing this. But for me, it's just hard for me to actually not believe, but be on his side more rather, because of how much he's throwing her under the bus. And for me, it's kind of strange, because I feel like he's only doing that because he may not have any other options, and she is wife. And I feel like a lot of men, they tend to hold onto that term just as much as women, because they know that it's some type of sense of ownership in a way. This is just me. I don't know about you or how you think, but for me, that term wife, when men hear it, they think of it as ownership and not like title, a partner, and they think that they can just go do whatever and they can have their wife on a leash while they get to gallivant, do whatever. And if shit was to go left, like it is now, they get to point the blame and say, she did this, she did that. They use her as a scapegoat, and they try to deflect from their own actions, avoid taking responsibility. But this is just me in my observation. I'm not married, but doesn't mean I still can't comment on shit that don't make sense to me. And this don't make sense to me. So yeah.
Oh, you love it here.
Oh, you love it here. That's the name of his mixtape.
I'm the husband, though.
Husband scorned, your lover's here.
Please escort him in.
Yes, Sean.
Look how smug he is. I'm telling you, dudes that walk where their chests aren't human, they walk like Johnny Bravo. Please.
Josh Charles.
Okay.
He's very smug. Josh Charles.
Miss Jackson.
And for Mr. There was a sex tape involving Miss Jackson.
I'm so sorry. Miss Jackson's face. She immediately got nervous. Like, this was clearly an ambush on Miss Jackson, because look at her face. She's sick. How dare y'all? This is a woman trying to let go of all the emotional turmoil in her marriage, and she found someone that can help her do that. And here you go, bringing that emotional turmoil release into the courtroom. How dare you? Bravo. Let's get into this. Look. Can you tell it's matching Miss Jackson?
Were you the man in that sex tape?
Yes, I was the man in that sex tape. Yeah.
You like my sloppy seconds?
I mean,
Hey, I'm fine.
That's what you refer to as your wife, your sloppy seconds. And this is why it's hard for me to get on his side, because look what he's saying. First he goes out and then he bashes her. That is not a man that actually loves her. I feel like he only is doing that out of convenience, and I feel like he's doing this as a way to humiliate her. It's not only to humiliate her in the courtroom, in the court setting, but this is also being aired on national TV. I think this is also, I don't know if this was actually recorded on national TV, but I mean, this has, I believe, maybe 5.6 million views currently as I'm watching this on YouTube. So I feel like he went in with the intention of embarrassing her and humiliating her in front of an audience, because he may be scorned or resentful or what have you, but I feel like he's doing this not with ill intentions, not to make her hold her accountable, but rather get a sense of gratification of her humiliation.
Mr. Charles, respond to my questions, please.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me?
Respond to Ms. Cutler's question.
Ma'am.
That's it. What is the nature?
This is side piece behavior. You know what?
My girlfriend right there. That's me right there.
What?
Side piece behavior is what I'm telling you. Josh, he's moving like a side piece. And I'm not gonna say I'm mad at it, because Miss Jackson is showing us how to be a gaslight girl, keep gate boss. But but also, the roles are reversed. You typically don't see in such a public manner where a woman has two men, and the side piece is like, gung-ho for her. We don't typically see it publicly, and I like it. It's a nice change of pace. Instead of seeing two women fighting over a piece of dusty dick, we're seeing two dusty men fighting over Miss Jackson, who has her name tattooed on her ass. So diversity, you know what I mean? Reciprocity. Lesson number 9. When in doubt, ladies, reciprocity.
In her body, I'm feeling her mind, I'm feeling her soul, I'm feeling everything. You've been cool since June 14th, buddy.
Since June 14th?
You do not talk to anybody else in the courtroom except the judges. Understood?
Understood.
No problem.
Bald white bailiff.
Same with you.
Ooh.
Shut the mouths.
That white man said, shut up.
When was the last time that you were intimate with Miss Jackson?
This morning.
Miss Jackson.
How many times have I done that? How many times have this woman made me just...
Were you intimate with Mr. Charles Morning?
In this video.
Miss Jackson, is there anything you need to say to your husband?
Honestly,
I wouldn't say shit.
To embarrass me.
What did I say?
That's what I feel, because his
What did I
word was
say?
that if I came here, we would be back
Lesson number
together. It wasn't
10.
if I
Learn when someone is trying to embarrass you, and she clocked it.
Look it up.
Oh, you got it too then, ain't that your wife? You got it too then, right?
Mr. Charles.
Get out.
I ain't got it.
Come see me.
Mr. Charles.
Come see me.
I don't want to see
Mr.
my
Charles.
I understand, brother. I understand you're pissed, and I would be too. But that
Oh, so now he's crying.
And whether you're married to him or not, y'all are together forever.
Forever, because you have kids.
And that's the decision only you can make.
But also, why can't she have her cake and eat it too? Lesson number 11, ladies. If someone tells you can't have your cake and eat it too, get 2 cakes.
A decent relationship as you move forward with your life and out of your co-parent opportunity. Court is adjourned.
Oh, update. Mr. Jackson has told the court that he has given up on his marriage. Ooh. He says his wife made her choices clear when she slept with the other man hours before coming to court. Now, what I will say, Miss Jackson, that was bad on your part. Maybe you could have waited. Maybe. I don't know. As like a celebratory thing, you know. He made his mind up already. Oh wait, no. That's why he made his mind up. He made his mind up because you slept with your side piece hours before coming to courts. So, yeah. I'm still on her side. Nationwide is on your side. Alright. However, he won't have closure until he knows if he or the other man is the father of their child she's carrying. Really? You didn't use contraceptives? As free willy sperm likes to swim? Come on, Miss Jackson. That's number 12, ladies. Wrap your coochie up. Remember, STDs are free. Wrap it up. Don't be like OJ and forget your glove. Words to Nicki Minaj. Don't be like OJ and forget the glove. Or IUD in this case. Come on now. I'm gonna do the rest of my face and we're gonna be back. Alright, Vixens, so far we have learned, I think, 12 lessons here. In the case of Miss Jackson and Mr. Jackson, I still feel like my sister was not in the wrong. Her actions were completely justified. And maybe don't be a bastard. Don't marry bastards. And by bastard, I mean, you know, shitty men. But for here, on a serious note, a lot of women do tend to, I guess you say, act out of their marriage because of what their husband is doing. They may not necessarily want to cheat, but they're trying to find something better and cope. Whereas men, they're trying to find something better to satisfy them sexually, whereas a lot of women are doing it emotionally. So Mrs. Jackson probably could have found a confidant within Josh. But in terms of what is going on here, in reality, the people I do feel sorry for would be those children, because one, they're seeing their parents act out like this. I'm not sure how old their children are when this was recorded, but as they get older, people might come up to them and say, did you know your mother had an illicit tape with a man? Did you know your mother was able to be found out because of the tattoo on her bum? Did you know that she was also pregnant by the side piece, and she now you now have a bastard brother? But this will totally deeply affect the children because of how their parents are carrying on social media. And I definitely feel Miss Jackson was right when she said Umar came here to embarrass her. I wholeheartedly agree with that, because easily smeared her name and drug her through the mud. And there was no room for grace, and there was no room for sympathy, because like I said before, a lot of women tend to act out in their marriages because of the actions of their husband. But in my eyes, I still feel like she did nothing wrong. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though cheating is bad, especially in a marriage, I feel like what she should have done, actually no, because men do the same thing. They cheat within their marriage and then they just expect the wives to just stay with them. So you know what? I'm glad Mr. Jackson came to the conclusion and made that decision for Mrs. Jackson and said, you know what? I'm going to make the decision for you and end the marriage. Yeah, I look insane, but like, work with me because I don't know what I'm doing. It looks like I have frostbite, I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, we've learned 12 valuable lessons here. Mrs. Jackson, we stick with you, we hear you, we see you, we stand with you in your cheating scandal. And I don't think she did anything wrong. I don't think she did nothing wrong. Why the hell are you? Anyway, I feel like I said everything I needed to say. Just gotta get cut like a motherfucker. Sorry. Like I said, I see nothing wrong with what Miss Jackson did. She found a way to cope with her terrible marriage and stepped out. While that did have some serious effects, I also feel like she was doing it as a get back, because she did say during this case that he was also doing his own. To be as it may, if someone were to do you wrong, would you not want to get your lick back? With that being said, thanks Vixen for sticking with me throughout this visual and hanging out with me throughout this chaotic visual. And remember, don't be like OJ and forget your gloves. STDs are free, and until the next visual, see you later. But as for now, you don't. Later! And the fucking thing in the background is pissing me off. I'm so sorry for that.